Hello Internet and welcome to another episode of Automotive Carnage. In today's episode we begin modifying our 1998 Toyota Camry. We're going to start with the interior and we're going to work our way from there. Okay, so I actually started work on this car last night when it was nice and cool, so let's cut back to then and see what we did. Alright, I decided to hold off a little bit till it got to night time, so it's a lot cooler out here, it's a lot easier to work. So yes, I do apologise, the background is dark, but it's going to make it a lot easier for me to actually get this work done. So I've decided to start with the interior, and specifically this door. Now, on this, there's a lot that needs to be changed. We have a new front speaker to go in here, with its matching tweeter to go up here. Right, we also have a new door handle, which needs to go in here. As you can see, someone's replaced this before, and replaced it with a grey one, and also the casing around the outside here is cracked. So we're going to replace that whole unit. Also in here, we're going to put our wood grain switch in to go around here, and we're also going to try to figure out why this window won't go up and down. So we're not sure if it's the regulator, whether it's a switch, or what's happened. Obviously someone's been in this door beforehand, and we now need to get in there and find out what they've done wrong. So, start the time lapse. When you dive into a new project, you tend to expect the unexpected, because you never know who's played with the car before you, or you don't know if it's been put together correctly at the factory. You know, in the case of a Lada, if it's a Friday car in the factory on a Friday, they've had a few too many shots of vodka and the car quality is absolutely crap. But if you get a Monday car, it's not so bad. In this case, you don't know what damage has been hidden. Now, if anyone had noticed on the fast forward track there, that I was winding the window down by hand, right here on this little spindle. That's because this door and this door have been changed sometime in its past. This car has had a collision on this side. Superficial, because the B pillar here is still in one piece from what I can tell. The hinge has been hacked at. I don't know why, but there are the telltale signs that someone has definitely been in here. But the rails all under here is all fine. The actual body is fine. I think the collision was just on the doors itself, and subsequently they've just replaced the entire door because it's a Camry and they're cheap. So they've replaced the whole door, but they've replaced it with a lower spec model. So this door came from a car that never had power windows, whereas my car, being a fully spec CSX, did have power windows. Another sign to confirm this, two more, sorry, is that there's no mounting point up here for the tweeters, unlike on the driver's side. The tweeter is there. And the other second item is that these pinstripes here are grey, whereas everywhere else on the body, they're brown. I never noticed that. This small detail could have given away this whole reasoning as to why these windows never went down. So, moving forward, what I have to do, I have to replace the window rails with powered ones, or I have to find a higher spec door and replace the whole door. That's going to be a bit hard because I don't have any spare parts of this particular model or car out where I live. So I might just have to go and order the regulators and the rails motors for inside these doors and just roll with that. And hopefully, I haven't actually opened my speakers yet, hopefully the tweeter that comes included in the new speaker set has a mounting system that I'm able to use up here somewhere. So I've got to do a bit of wiring in the meantime for the speaker to go in. I'm going to use some of the factory wiring that is soldered to the speaker. I'm just going to attach it to the new one. Replace this door handle, wind our window back up, and we'll be done with that. Let's do it. Okay, so there we are. Both the front doors are now done with their speakers in place. We've replaced the handle on the passenger side and we've got our power switches in. Interesting thing to note is that the Australian assembly line wasn't quite as precise with their measurements and the Japanese ones don't quite fit in. So we're just going to do a little bit of trimming to make them more fit in nice and snug. But anyway, moving on to the center console. This is the part I've been waiting for a while now with all the parts that we got from Japan. I really want to see what the wood grain looks like in the center here. So new head unit, new fascia, and we'll start running wiring for the sub and amp. Also while we're here, we'll do the 6x9s in the parcel tray, and then that will be the entire stereo system done for this car. So there we have it, 6x9s are in the rear parcel tray now. Note to self people, if you're going to put the 6x9s in the back of a Toyota Camry V20 chassis, make sure you're going to put some good ones in, because you have to pull the entire back seat out and everything just to remove this part here. It's a bit of a job, but once you pull it apart, it's not too bad. So anyway, they are all ready to go, all hooked up, they work, they're fine. Don't want to get copyright stricken, so unfortunately you can't listen to them, but take my word, they sound awesome. Next, we're going to rip off all the trim down in there to put the wiring in for the sub and amp, and obviously down on this side, we are going to run the power from the battery. So we're going to crack into that. All right, job done. Yeah, I can't skip the work there, sorry guys, but had to get it done. So sub and amp are wired in correctly. Amp is hiding behind the box, nice and snug and out of the way. All I need to do is just secure that down somehow, just so that doesn't roll around too much and cause any shorts. Right, now a bit of an overview of what's happened here. The back seat is all back together. Rear parcel tray covering is back on, hides the 6x9s nicely, and we get that awesome factory fitment look, which is what we're going for. There's a drive shaft for a customer's car. That's all been sorted out. Right, and we move on to the front, and the bit I am really chuffed about is we have our wood grain dash in there. It's shiny, it's awesome, and as far as I'm aware, please prove me wrong, is that this is the only Toyota Camry SXV20 with wood grain interior. It never came standard on the Camry range. So it extends through to the dash dim light switch, power windows, and around here for where you adjust the power mirrors. So I'm really chuffed about that. It looks amazing. I've got a new gear shifter coming, and I'll show you that when it arrives. Like I say, wood grain there as well. New door handle in here, new door handle in the back door. Coming around, we have our clear side repeaters on, which look really good. I quite like them. Still yet to put our grill in. Okay, so we're back in the shed here, and I think we're going to call it there for today's video. But let me give you a bit of a rundown as to what is left on our little whiteboard here. Right, so I'm starting to get a bit more organized in the shed now, and I've actually got a list of everything that has to be done. So on the Camry, we still have 2.5-inch exhaust system, our coilovers, our tints, fuel filter, rocker cover gasket. I've done the rear passenger door handle, the intake system, the new grille, secure the sub, and then give it a clean and polish. Once all that is done, then we move over here to the Sylvia, and we carry on reinstalling that transmission, connect all the transmission lines, obviously put the drive shaft in, take it for a drive, hope that it works, and then book it in to go over the pits and get safety checked. Once that is done, we then move on to the secret car. Yep, there's another one lined up already. This one, I'm not going to tell you too much, except we need to rebuild the cooling system, take it for a test run. If all is okay, which I'm hoping that's all it is, we can then install the interior. But you'll have to wait till we finish the Camry and the Sylvia before we can get onto this car. So as I said guys, that is all for today's video. I'm going to leave it there. Please tune in next time and we get some of those big items, the exhaust and the coil over onto the Camry, and it's going to be absolutely killer. Until then, see you later.